We staying? We staying. Hello, welcome. It's January 6th, 2024. This is Journal 25, and I'm using Journal 25 as an excuse not to put Journal X in the title, just because, in terms of like the aesthetic for my channel, it looks a little clunky, so I'm gonna be doing work like a receptionist and changing the titles, but that's besides the point. Today we're reflecting on yesterday, January 5th. It was just another slow morning, you know. I've been having many of them, and I definitely think the weather is contributing to that. So dark, so gray, rainy, cold, blah. But yeah, I made it to work yesterday, and the morning shift was so dead. It was absolutely dead. Really took the wind out of my sails. Like, there wasn't much to do except for clean stuff that, it's not a part of the job per se. After that, I watched Tottenham Hotspur. Come on, you Spurs! There's a wonder goal scored by Spurs to win the game 1-0. It was absolutely enthralling. After that, I made it to the gym. I almost didn't go. I almost was like, you know what? You can do something else. Maybe make some TikToks, read, etc. But I made myself go, and I was grateful to go. Yesterday was like one of the first days in a while where it was pretty rewarding leaving the gym. You know, I've been working out for a long time, and at the beginning of your gym journey, each workout feels like, you know, at the end, it feels like a reward. You feel good, and, you know, you did something good. As you keep doing it, though, it's harder to, A, either notice that reward, or B, get a reward in the first place, because, you know, you become accustomed to working out. Working out's a difficult thing, and, you know, over time you have to push yourself harder and harder. You could really fall into the motions, so to speak, of the gym. But yeah, I did back and bicep yesterday, and I did some cardio, and I was walking out of there, and I was like, you know what, you pushed yourself, you did good today. And like, I walked out and I was happy, I was content. It's almost like the gym yesterday was some sort of long-term gratification thing, because most of the time I go earlier in my day, but I kind of liked going later yesterday. Normally it doesn't fit with my schedule, so I'm not going to be doing it too often, but it's worth keeping in mind now, because I'm a evening gym lifter hater, if you know what I mean. It's normally busier at that time, and, you know, the energy levels aren't as high, because I don't double up on my caffeine. I wouldn't drink more caffeine, especially later in the day, like post 5 o'clock. But that's besides the point. I'm getting off track here. It was just something to hang my hat on, and it made the rest of my night more fun. I didn't really do much with the rest of the night, but, you know, it's okay. It was something to hang my hat on. I don't know if I just said that, but it was. I mean, that kind of concludes what I had planned to say for this journal. Today's been kind of meh. I'll probably speak on it later tonight in a separate journal entry. I don't really like doubling up my journals. I did when I had COVID, but that was different. That feels like so long ago now. It's funny how it works. Man, I've been doing the journals for quite a long time. Over a month now, I think, or just about. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's not much to say. The weather sucks today. I don't have a whole lot of energy. I am going to my cousin's birthday party here in a sec. But yeah. You know, the one thing that I could say here is, you know, yesterday I talked about work-life balance. And the work-life balance, the scope of it can vary, right? It can vary in terms of like one day, one day you can decide, over the course of 24 hours, that is, not at, never mind. Over the course of 24 hours, you can decide, okay, the work-life balance here should be, I don't know, 60-40 in favor of life even. I need to be a bit more relaxed and have some pleasure today. But it could also be over the course of a few months and then see how you readjust. And I think that's sort of where I'm at right now. I don't want to like boil my life down to a spreadsheet, but it just almost feels as if I do in order to remain sane. Like today has been more of a life kind of day, which I will touch on in the next journal. But if I can overall get it to like 65, 60-40 split in favor of work, then I think I'd be happy with it. So it's like trying to accomplish the 60-40 over the course of 24 hours, but also, let's say 2 months, and then I can readjust and reflect on that quantifiable balance that I've had. Now, it's obviously hard to quantify the work-life balance, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try starting today to, like, at the end of my journal, right where I think the scales were at, and then that way for the next day I kind of know if I need to readjust, because as much as I want to keep being productive, I also don't want to burn out, which I also discussed yesterday. It's something that's made it really hard to get back into the swing of things when it comes to making videos and like the things that are a bit lower down on my priorities. I want to be able to get down to them as well. So beyond showing up to work every day and the gym, I want to be making videos. I want to be doing research for my soccer podcast and making TikToks for that. I want to be constantly applying for internships. And so, there's that. I just, like, my mind just went blank, but hopefully you get the idea here. I don't know. If you have any thoughts, and if you've made it this far, like, am I being weird? Am I being too hard on myself in a way? I don't know. I'm not like, in terms of like life generally for Kevin here, I'm not the best I've ever been, but I'm not the worst I've ever been. I think if this time of year, like the winter break is better than summer break for me, I think, because it's like a month and a half as opposed to 3 months. And so like the 3 months break, I just end up with way too much time. But what I'm trying to say is, if this month and a half break were over the summer and it were nicer out and I was getting vitamin D, I think I would be really productive over these few months. Every single winter break, I'm going to stockpile videos up. Have I even made one? No. And that's the burnout that I've experienced, and I just need to get better with it. So yeah. Tomorrow I work all day, but you'll be seeing that journal on Monday if all goes to plan. I want to record a journal, so today's January 6th, and then post it on January 7th. Just in case of like any major news or anything like that happens, I could circle back to it and add on. That hasn't happened yet, but you get the idea. It's also just the way my brain works, and maybe yours doesn't work that way. But alright, I've been rambling, and I need to get ready for my cousin's birthday party here. So, I'll talk to you.